Hi guys, so I don't want to get into tinfoil hat territory, but it seems that the BBC are at it once again when it comes to Brexit. Don't mention the B word. Now, Scotland, which didn't vote for Brexit, they voted to remain, have suffered along with the rest of the UK as a result of Great Britain leaving the single market and the customs union. This means that it's more difficult to export into the EU, but it also meant that farmers are struggling with higher costs and lower availability of material they need to operate their farms. Martin Kennedy of the NFU Scotland, it seems, mentioned Brexit according to Phantom Power, but the BBC edited it out.
The war in Ukraine may seem far removed from a Scottish farm, but farmers here are feeling its impact. Rising international gas prices are adding to the cost of fertiliser, and a shortage of Ukrainian crops means farmers could have less to feed their livestock with.
We've heard the term before about a perfect storm, but I have never seen anything like this before. And it really is a perfect storm. With on the back of the COVID issues where we had a real lack of labour, and of course with the Ukraine crisis, the implications that has on the energy costs, particularly on feed, fertiliser and fuel, has compounded the whole thing, and every sector is facing some real challenges coming forward. And the last thing we want to be doing is winding down in production, because the implications that will have on our consumer further down the track will be even greater food inflation.
Now, at about 27 seconds, let me go back here, you can see something happens.
Lack of labour, and of course with
there we go. It just it flashes for a second. Let me try and bring it forward a little bit. There we go. So you can see the video was edited. Why was it edited? It seems Martin Kennedy of the National Farmers Union said Brexit. This is according to Phantom Power. I don't know because I don't have access to the original video. But it would make sense because farmers in Scotland have been complaining about Brexit. The first thing they would complain about in an interview with the BBC would be Brexit. But the BBC don't want to talk about Brexit. Why is that? I don't know. We've seen how the problems at the ports are, of course, also down to Brexit, but the BBC don't want to cover that either. Look, I don't want to get into, as I said at the beginning of this video, I don't want to get into tinfoil hat territory, but there seems to be an approach to avoid mentioning Brexit where possible. At the beginning of this report, the reporter was saying, or the commentator was saying how it's down to, lack of feed, higher energy prices, but there was no mention of Brexit. And of course, Brexit is impacting all of this because it's more difficult to import goods from the EU. It's more difficult to source goods in the EU because trucks that are coming into the UK have to go back out, and there are problems at the ports, of course. So many hauliers don't want to actually come to the UK because it's a problem getting back out again. And if you're taking goods from Europe, from France, from Germany, from the south of Europe to Scotland, which is very far away, you need to make sure that you're able to get your trucks back again. And if they're going to be stuck in Dover for a couple of days, especially in this period, you're going to just say, no, it's not worth it. So what do you guys think? If somebody has access to the full video that isn't edited, if you do, that'd be wonderful. I don't. I'm not able to find it online, but it would not be a surprise if the word Brexit was edited out. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.